Good morning, world. Are you doing recovery things in a stressed way? So, are you getting yourself a bit stressed and giving yourself a bit of a hard time if you don't do your 3 lots of meditation and your tapping and your journaling and your visualization and you're eating well and regularly and all the other things? Are you getting a bit stressed, a bit anxious, giving yourself a hard time for that? Because if it's yes to any of the above, then they're not helping. So stop it. You have my permission to stop it. What I mean by that is that what we're doing for ourselves, no matter whether that's stuff for our health, stuff in our life, whatever it is, it needs to be done in a calm and nourishing and nurturing way. Because if you're doing it with this edge of push and tension and maybe even overwhelm and just general stress and general giving yourself a hard time, then you are upsetting your adrenals, you are triggering your nervous system, you are not listening to your body, so it's not being overly helpful. So what I recommend in these cases is you dial it back. You dial it back to something that feels manageable, that doesn't feel pushy, anxious, that doesn't put you into a state of health anxiety, which is where a lot of people get, including myself, when you've been ill for a long time. And yeah, like I say, dial it back, make it slow, make it purposeful, be more aware, more conscious, and then it will actually help your health. You know, I got to a point with my health where I was definitely like that. And I actually, when I did a second edition of Living a Life Less Toxic, which was my first book, I added a chapter at the end, which is, are you making being less toxic toxic? You know, if you are getting yourself super stressed about when you have to go out, what you have to do, what you're eating, what you're drinking, how you're meant to be recovered, you're not helping your recovery. It is actually more helpful to do absolutely nothing, but in a state of somewhat of ease and peace, than to do millions of things but be in a state of stress and overwhelm, anxiety, that kind of thing about it. So if you are in that kind of pickle at the moment, then dial it back, be kind, be slow, be purposeful, and even have some fun. You know, I was talking about this in the Freedom Movement, my membership site, a couple of weeks ago, is having fun is not taking a break from recovery. It's not taking time out. It's not being selfish or wasting energy. Having fun is actually healing. It's actually helping your health. Because when you're having fun, whether that's knitting, sewing, talking to a friend, laying in the grass, whatever it is, by default, your nervous system is not in a state of fight, flight, or freeze. Your adrenals are not pumping out left, right, and centre, doing a million things, and your body is in a healing place. So I invite you to find more things to have fun with in your day, rather than more things to add to the list to do to make sure you recover, because the fun stuff will help you recover 100%. And I think we forget that, particularly when we've been ill for a long time and we so desperately want to get well. So what is it in your current daily schedule, that is causing you stress? is causing you to be anxious, to be overwhelmed, to not feel good enough, to feel a failure, and can you let it go? Because that's not helping your health then. Ciao for now.